Hi, welcome back to the garden. It is May 26th. We've had quite a little bit of rain the last 48 hours. When I came out here to check on the garden, we had tomatoes standing in 2-3 inches of water. We're going to do a little preventative pruning. Pruning is one of those things that you're going to do all year long. So this is our second go at it. We want to help the basil bush out. We want to keep the disease off the tomatoes, and we want the tomatoes to put most of their energy into making fruit, not making leaves. Take a closer look at this one, and we'll see if we can't clean it up a little bit. All right, these are our determinants, so they're still not going to get very big, and we don't want to take all the suckers off. But this is a runner or a sucker. The leaf right here, the main body of the tomato, but that's not going to produce anything. So we can just clip that off right there. Remove that. We have another runner right down here. I'm going to clip that off. This leaf is in the water. We'll go ahead and clip that off. This leaf is in the water. Clip that off. Got a little runner right here. Clip that off. That leaf's in the water. Clip that off. Okay, we still have a couple more over here. Okay, behind this flower, we have another leaf in the water, and this is a runner right here. Clip that off and clip that leaf off. Okay, that cleans this plant up. And I know that seems extreme, but the plant will be much healthier. The best way to identify what's going on here, everywhere you have a leaf and the stem, your runner or your sucker will be coming right out. You just clip that off. You just move up the stem to the next leaf, and the part of the tomato that's coming out there. Now understand you can root these if you put them in water. I've not tried that. This leaf has been touching the ground, so just for health's sake, we're going to take that off. Do one more example here. Okay, so you have the main stem, which is this part of the tomato, a leaf coming out here. You've got a little runner or sucker, just clip that off. So follow that stem up. You got a leaf here. This right here, the plant is putting an awful lot of energy into that where it should be putting it into making tomatoes. Since we companion planted with basil, let's see what we can do with this basil right here. The key to making more basil is to prune. So, this is getting a little crown right here in the center. Got a couple good leaves here, a couple bigger leaves there. Let's pull this back so we can see what we have going on. There's the main stem. I'm going to get this flower out. You know what? We're going to do it easier. Main stem, node below the flower, clip that off. And right here, these are going to bush out. When they come out a little bit, then we'll do the same thing to them. This is trying to make a little flower. And a lot of this is because we've had some hot and cold, and the plant is trying to go to seed to protect itself. Clip that off. At the node, two good leaves there. Clean that out. Right here, it'll split. But when you're going to prune this to make it bush, see here, it's going to try to make a flower in here. So what I like to do is go down. Now this is a nice little piece, and if you wanted to eat this, take it down a little further. But if you want to make it bush, kind of go to the first two, either these two leaves or these two leaves. It's going to be easier to get to these two leaves and make a clean cut. So, get my big old fingers out of the way. Let's see. See if we can see it. Back here you got the stem. You got leaves branching out. There's the two leaves I was talking about. You got leaves branching out. So right above those, just clip it off. Now you can take this on in the house and use it to cook with. We'll do that. But where I clipped it off right there, these two are going to go ahead and make 2 more branches. This one right here, it was cut right here at the top. They're already making more branches. And that's all I really want to do on this one for right now until those branches start coming out a little bit. Well, while we're over here working on these tomatoes, let's take a look at this basil. This is last year's basil that we transplanted. See, it's starting to get flowers. Now typically I'd go from those two, and we'd take it off at the stem, but it's starting to get flowers right there too. So I'm going to take it down to the next node, which is part of the stem, where these next 2 flowers break off. Now those two are these are gonna bush out. Once they get a little size to them, then we can clip them back just like this. We've essentially finished chapter 1, which is planting. Now we're on to maintenance. Everything has to grow. We have to keep it alive. We're gonna be fighting bugs. We're gonna be fighting mildew. We're gonna be fighting rain. Hey, I want to thank you for coming to the garden today. We did a little preventative pruning. I think we're going to have some nice basil. Tomatoes are looking good. We've got several of the tomatoes that have fruit on them already. Now we just got to wait till they turn red. Pruning. That's one of those things you got to do all summer long. You want your plants putting their energy into fruit. You got damaged leaves, get them off of there or treat them, depending on what it is. Come on, let's plant. All right, well, the sky's getting dark. It's about to open up. Oh, here it comes. It's raining. Gotta go in. See you later. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.